Hello and welcome to this new video on the Mystic Marcy channel. Today I would like to talk about one of the main methods Carlos Castaneda introduced, known as recapitulation. Some people say recap. And this is such a powerful method, and the best way to understand it is to try it. So I would encourage anyone watching this to really try this. It may sound a little silly to someone who has never done it, but I would like to say it's a very, very powerful method which will change your life for the better. And in a nutshell, what we're trying to do is we try to identify certain memories we have and to really emotionally detach from these memories. And the idea is to free all the stored energy which is stuck in those memories from the past, and then to use that energy to actually do magical work. So how does it really work? So you can make different lists. Let's say you make a list of the 10 most intense situations of your life, or the 10 most influential people on your life, or 10 of the most relevant sexual experiences of your life. And one day, if you feel in the zone, you sit down and you take one of these lists and you pick one of those situations or scenes, and you go through the scene several times until you are emotionally detached from the scene and you are just an observer in the end. Yeah, so you can also do that by going through the scene several times, moving your head from left to right, breathing in and out, like this. And the idea is not to really analyze the situation, okay? We're not approaching the scene from a rational, logical standpoint. We're not doing that. We're just experiencing this memory again, but every time we go through it, we actually detach more and more and more, to the point where we are just an observer of the scene, but we're not really involved in what's going on, to the point where we see everything from the outside. And this method, as far as I know, is even now used in mainstream psychology. For example, victims of abuse, they use those methods in order to detach from those intense memories, and this can even help to prevent panic attacks and other things. And the idea is also to really free the energy from the memories, as I have said. And it can also be positive things. It doesn't need to be only negative things. So let me give you an example. Let's say you were a child and you were going on a bicycle, a yellow bicycle, yeah, and you fell down, you hurt yourself. Now every time you see a yellow bicycle, you get subconsciously triggered and you're actually reacting to it. And this is basically, these are the things we want to resolve. We want to come to a point where we do not get triggered by these things just because we experienced something in the past. And I also would like to say that all these memories, all these emotions which are stored there, they are currently in our energy field. They are there. That's why you go to a psychic or medium, they can see these things. But we are literally trying to clear up our energy body. We're trying to reduce the impact from these experiences and memories, and to actually have a full perception again, and to not have automatic responses to those things happening in our environment. And this is very powerful. You will feel how all this energy will be freed and you feel completely different. So what I did some month ago, and I recapitulated before, but this time I was like, okay, I need to really do this in a more serious manner. And of course, if you can do it every day, fantastic. But if not, then at least try to really make time for it and say, you know what, on this evening, if I feel in the mood, I will really recapitulate and at least do one or two memories, and you will never regret it because it's so powerful. Like in my case, I went and I recapitulated a few scenes from my childhood. And one was a beautiful scene. Like my parents used to take my brother and me on a walk, and in this little town. And at the end of this street, there was this toy shop. And every time I was excited because I knew we would come to the toy shop and I would see all the new toys, and my fantasy was running wild. And this was like really intense for me. And I recapitulated that, and I detached from this excitement, these emotions, and some other memories as well. And I went to sleep, and the next day I felt so different. It felt like some weight was off my shoulders. It was like really amazing. And then suddenly you're able to use that energy which is freed to all and all the other things one does if you follow the path of Carlos Castaneda. And just as a footnote, it's similar also with the other main methods, stalking, changing your habits and all that. It's also to free that energy which is stored in certain habits which come out of weakness. When you're dreaming, you're actually also trying to build up energy which you can use for entering what we call the second attention later on. So please just try it. Make a list of these different experiences and memories, and then one evening sit down on a couch like this maybe and pick one of these, go through it. Go through it several times. Sometimes you have to go through it a lot until you really feel that you're just an observer. You're not involved in all these things. Your body, your energy body, is not reacting to those memories anymore, or at least way less. And then like what's happening if you do that over time on a regular basis, and you go through your lists. Of course, over time you find new lists, and at some point maybe you recapitulate the day before every morning. I try to do that, at least a few scenes from the day before, to recapitulate them in the morning, and you will feel that it's incredible. This may sound so simplistic, but it is super powerful, and it's one of the main methods which can be used in order to free and build up and preserve energy, to strengthen your energy body, to clear out any holes which potentially are there, and to really become your master of your intent. So I hope you like this overview. It's basically a summary of this fascinating method, and please do it. If you do it, you will really understand much better how this feels and what it does. All the best. Lots of love.